Congratulations! You've just become the world's first trillionaire, the richest person to ever live. You have so much wealth that if you bought a brand new luxury mansion every single hour, your money wouldn't run out for another 3,000 years. The entire planet is at your feet. But then, the reality hits you. You are now the biggest target on Earth. Your face is flashing on every screen in every country. Outside your house, hundreds of people are standing in complete silence, just staring up at your window. This silence makes you paranoid. But when you have this much money, every problem has a price tag. You don't just hire a couple of guards. You buy a full private military detail. 12 heavily armed operators rotating on 24-hour shifts, the kind of protection usually reserved for world leaders. Your old car is no longer safe, so you don't just buy a vehicle. You buy the entire international car company. Your accountant logs the billion-dollar purchase as a minor rounding error and closes the file. But the real terror begins when you realize you can't stop making money. Even if you leave your wealth in the most boring, conservative investments, your net worth grows so fast that you wake up every single morning with tens of millions of new dollars in your account. Money has become a relentless machine that you can't turn off. You buy a massive compound hidden deep in the mountains, surrounded by high walls and armed guards. Over 70 people work here, chefs, engineers, just to keep the property running like a clockwork machine. But inside this golden paradise, your freedom is officially dead. One afternoon, you just want a simple cup of coffee from the small local shop you used to visit for years. Your security detail needs a full hour of advanced notice just to clear the route. When you finally step inside, the entire coffee shop goes dead silent. People stop chewing just to stare at you. The barista's hands are shaking so badly, she can barely hold the cup. The coffee tastes exactly the same, but you realize right then that you can never be a normal human being again. You decide to use this heavy wealth for good. You write a $500 million check for a massive disaster relief fund. But the world doesn't see charity, they see arrogance. The media covers it for half a news cycle and forgets, because to them, that massive check, less than what you earn on a slow weekend. People are grateful for a single day, and the next morning, they are lining up outside your gates demanding more. But the strangers aren't the ones who break you. The real pain starts when your oldest friends begin treating you like a walking, talking bank vault. You invite your college roommate to the compound, hoping to just feel normal for a weekend. But that friend is gone. For 2 straight days, he agrees with every single thing you say. He laughs hysterically at jokes that aren't even funny. The guy who used to argue with you for hours about movies or politics now weighs every single word before it leaves his mouth, terrified of offending a trillionaire. And then come the lawsuits. Old acquaintances and random strangers file dozens of jaded, fabricated cases against you. Your lawyers tell you it's garbage, but you write million-dollar checks just to settle them and avoid the public circus. But settling one just invites 10 more people to sue you. Then, you meet her. She's sharp, funny, and doesn't mention your money once. For 3 weeks, you feel like a human being again, until you notice something small. She casually mentions your private flight schedules, details you never shared with her. You realize she researched your entire life before ever meeting you. Suddenly, a poisonous question sits behind every single smile. Does she love me, or does she love this impossible life? You stop calling her. 2 weeks later, your private dinners are plastered all over the tabloids. A waiter sold the photos for a quick payday. You didn't just break her heart, you erased her privacy and normal life forever, just by sitting across from her at a table. Your own family turns into strangers. You pay off your brother's mortgage to help him out, but instead of a thank you, he stops looking you in the eye. At family dinners, he sits at the furthest end of the table and leaves before dessert without saying goodbye. Your mother calls you crying, telling you that your brother feels your money has ruined the family. The parivar that used to comfortably fit around a tiny kitchen table now requires a massive catering staff and a private jet just to be in the same room. You are completely disconnected from every person who actually knew you before you were rich. Your head of security catches a housekeeper selling details about your bedroom to a gossip column. You watch from your second-floor window as she is escorted off the property with a cardboard box. By Friday, a new, unfamiliar face replaces her. You take your massive yacht out to the ocean. A Michelin star chef prepares a flawless dinner, but when you sit down, the table is set for one. You are entirely alone. At 3 a.m., you wake up. The compound is dead silent. Your 60-seat movie theater is empty. The massive library is pitch black. As you walk down the long corridor, the only sound is the mechanical hum of high-tech security cameras tracking your every step. You stop, they stop. You take a step, they follow. You walk outside onto the wet, cold lawn and look up at the night sky. The stars are burning exactly the same way they did when you were broke struggling and the rent was weeks late. The stars haven't moved an inch, but everything underneath them has completely changed. This entire compound takes 70 people to run, but you are the only one who actually lives here.